Which area of your team is returning as the biggest strength from last year?
I think just the collective spirit of the team. I don't think it's one particular group like offense or defense. We're young, so the fact that these guys are just working together and really getting a special camaraderie, I think that's probably the biggest thing that we're bringing together, because with me being new, it's a little difficult for me to get started, but these guys are carrying me along, so I think that's probably our strongest one.
All right. And these guys are all seniors. Who are some new faces that'll bring a bigger role this year, that'll play a bigger role?
We've got a few. I've got a young 10th grade quarterback, Justin Relevert, that's going to come and do a really good job for us. And I'm really excited about the potential that he has. And on the defensive side, we've got a defensive tackle named Sylvester Curtis. And I think he's going to do a great job as well. And I think probably out of everybody, those are probably the two biggest new faces that are going to have an impact.
Coach, feel free to toss some of these to the players if you'd like. It's up to you. What's an area that you think will be most improved from last season?
I think our secondary will be the most improved this season, because there's a lot of young people coming in to start.
And that's not your group, right?
No, sir.
Calling out his teammates, we love that. Coach, what would you say your team's identity will be?
Just collective work. You know, we're going to be a blue-collar lunch pail team. These guys are not looking to try and come in. It's not anything individualistic about them. You know, they understand that we are going to have to be very detail-oriented with the small things. I mean, like I say this all the time when people talk about it. One of the biggest things I love about my kids is when 6 o'clock kids and practice is over with, when guys is grabbing mops, they're grabbing brooms, they're cleaning the toilet, you know, they're straightening up their area. And when they do that, all that does is indicate to me that when I start talking about the small details that we have to get done as far as how to play, if they care enough to clean that toilet, then they're going to care enough to do the small things for us.
Thank you, Coach. I'm going to throw this one to Mr. Mann. What would you say are your team goals for this season?
To win region, sir.
Simple. He wants to win region. All right. Media members, if you have any questions for the Central High group, please feel free to ask.
Hey, Coach. Josh Bryan from 41 MBCU. First year here, there's a lot of improvement this team can make, right? With 3-8 last year. What are you looking personally to get out of this first year under your belt here at Central?
Just to create a culture. My goal is, thank you.
My goal is, I mean, we've got awesome programs in Bibb County, and I've got an immense respect for every one of these coaches. I mean, coming here, it makes me want to elevate everything I do, because all of them are so talented, and they have talented players. But it is my hope that if we were in an area like this, when a Central young man walks in, you can look at him and tell just by his walk, by his gait, by how he dresses, by how he carries himself, hey, that guy's a Central football player. And if that becomes the identity, then the athletic stuff will come.
Coach, but how many guys you have out? How many showed up this week, and how many showed up in the summer? Have you had a good numbers?
Range between about 40 to 45, but at the 2A level, I think that's pretty good. And what it also allows us to do is, our numbers are a little smaller than some other schools, but we have to place a greater emphasis on all of our kids. So even when we have an incoming 9th grader, you know, they've got something and they're willing to come and work, we're gonna find a place of value for them. So I think because all of our kids are deeply involved in everything that we're doing, it makes us just a little bit closer.
Coach Mark James, 13WMZ. I know you guys talked about winning the region, and that's being a very priority, but how important is the city and winning the city to you?
It's like a two-edged sword. Part of it is, you know, these kids grow up and they're friends with everybody at the other schools, and you know, they have these natural rivalries that they have when they grow up. So it becomes significant for them to be able to compete against their friends. But one of the things I want them to do is start to look beyond the city, start to see that, hey, this thing is bigger than just being the city champ, or, you know, telling somebody, well, I beat you. You know, it's good to get a win in August and September, but it's my goal that at some point Central will be a team that's looking to win one in November and December.
Anything else? All right, Coach, Chargers, thank y'all for coming tonight.